you online? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I can hear you just really good. That's interesting. So it's like muffled online? I don't know why. Well, what do you say we go, huh? We're going to do the national anthem first.
Good evening and welcome to the North Star School and tonight's volleyball match between the Cartwright Cougars and the North Star Redbacks. We want to remind everyone that the North Star
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to North Star Volleyball. We are here playing the Cartwright Manitoba Cougars.
Please rise, remove headgear, stand at attention.
An interesting game this year. First time we've ever done this.
American national anthem.
And we'll have our national anthem
The
first.
colors of both Canadian flag and the American flag are being displayed by the Hal Parker American Legion Post. Please remain standing until the colors have been retired.
we just had the national anthem for Canada and for the United States. Okay. And now we got the starting lineups for this match between the Cougars and the Bearcats.
Starting in middle blocker, number 6, Kayla McDonald.
Cassie Livingston is
starting outside hitter, number 9, Brianna Langan.
Number 9,
starting out right
Brianna Langan.
Number 1, Heather Stokes.
Heather Stokes. Outside hitter.
Middle blocker, number 7, Lisa Leteau.
Lisa Leteau. I'm glad they said that, Joe, because I wouldn't know.
Number 12, Tori McGill.
They're not above the can.
The Cougars are coached by Riley Kemp and assisted by Paul Reynolds. Now for the North Star Bearcats. Starting at outside hitter, number 1,
Okay.
Jasmine.
So I got word that in Kansas, they hear me like I'm really too close to the mic. I don't know.
Starting in the middle blocker, number 4,
I moved my mic away and she said it sounds, oh, I just lost me.
starting in the middle blocker,
I just lost me, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'll keep talking. So we have the originals for North Star, outside the middle hitter, Danielle Hagler, the freshman. Setter, junior, number 3, Olivia Reiser. And we have Kayla Nyhagen as an outside hitter, Jasmine Heisler. And we have, thank you very much, that's good, Maya Halverson, outside hitter. That's good for me. All right, so we're going to play volleyball internationally. Referees tonight are from Langen, Paul Wilhelmy, and I missed the lady's name. I don't know what her name is. Do you know that, Tammy? Line judging tonight is Peggy Hendrickson and Megan Vogt. So, here we go. Interestingly, Canada comes down here, They had a couple of girls that they were going to bring along, but they couldn't bring them because they couldn't get through the border again because something to do with their paperwork. I don't really understand the gist of that, but they had a little trouble with their paperwork. All right, Maya Halverson to serve. That's hit up by number 2 to the net, and number 6 tries to get it over, but nope. I'm not going to try and memorize their names. I'll forget them by tomorrow anyway. Smile, Tammy. We're on air. Maya Halverson with another hit. Number 2 bumps it across over to Nyhagen. Nyhagen, Reiser sets up Hagler. Hagler with the kill attempt. Nope, that's dug up nicely. Number 9 hits it across to Nyhagen. Reiser back over to Heisler this time. That's dug up. Free ball over to Halverson. Reiser this time to Hagler. Oh, that's blocked at the net nicely. Hagler another try, and this time she gets the kill. Volleyball, a game of mistakes, a game of good passes. That one went off the fingers. I'm surprised he didn't call a carry on that, but that's okay. Hagler to Reiser, back to Hagler, too close to the net. Couldn't quite get back up for the tip. Last weekend, the girls were in Devil's Lake. They played in pool play. They come out of pool play just a little bit short, but they ended up like seeded 6th in the tournament. Ended up winning the tournament. They come back and beat Velva in a nail-biting game. They were down 8-1 in the final game, the third game that goes to 15. Hay with another kill. And they ended up winning that game, for crying out loud. Tough day because they just come off a homecoming dance. The Cougars get it across. Nyhagen with a good dig. Alexis Wagner sends it over into a deep spot in the hole and gets a kill. interesting to watch the Cougars warm up, the Cartwright Cougars warm up. They only go on the floor when it's their turn to be on the floor, otherwise they sit down. Different than the United States. They warm up on the ends in the United States. Kind of fun to watch. Heisler with the serve at 5-1. That's off the backboard. The B squad game, they made 2 3-point shots off of hits. One in the side basket, one in the back basket. Number 2 with the deep volley. Here comes Nyhagen with a kill attempt. 12 gets that across the net. Hagler waiting for it, sends it down and gets the kill. Danielle Hagler with another kill. That must be like 3 or 4, I don't know. Is that 3 or 4? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, crud. I thought you could hear me, Tammy. Riser this time to Hagler again, and there's a kill. Danielle told me last Saturday after they were done in Devil's Lake in the tournament, she said her arm hurt so bad she could hardly lift it anymore. I could imagine. There was a lot of hits. That one is tipped out of bounds by Heisler. So the Cartwright Cougars with the point. Side out. Back to serve is number 6, Kyla McDonald. Her serve is to Riser, to Wagner. Wagner sits up Nyhagen deep, goes across and in for the kill. And we have our first substitution of the night. Gracie Miller coming in for Alexis Wagner to serve. Got a nice little jump serve, Gracie. There's a kill attempt by number 9, Langen. But went into the net. Oops. Game early tonight so the Cartwright Cougars can get back across the border before it closes. I think the border closes at 10. Maybe 9. Riser gets the hit this time up to Miller. She sets up Hagler. Hagler with the kill. So now Danielle will go back to serve. 11-3. That was dug up nicely and free ball across to Hagler. Miller sets up Halverson in the middle. And that's in just by a little hair on my chinny chin chin. I'd say hair on my head, but I don't have any. Nobody to laugh at my jokes. Oh boy. Might be a long night. Olivia Riser to Nyhagen close to the net. Oops, we have a net violation. Kayla couldn't stop her momentum from going forward. She ended up underneath the net. Not a lot of people here tonight. Busy day today. We had Pee Wee girls basketball at 4:30. We had Pee Wee boys football at 4:30. Oh my goodness! Volleyball at 4:30. Everything's going on. 13-4 now. Nyhagen back to score serve. That one's an ace. So Nyhagen serving again. That one gets dug up nicely. Number 12 gets it across to Hagler. Hagler to Miller. Miller, Halverson up against the ceiling. Back down. Langen across. Miller. Heisler. And we have a violation. Number 7 got in the net. Number 7 is Lisa Littell. I don't know. Nice little tip over, and that caught Maya Hollister by surprise. It goes out of bounds. So Cartwright with the side out now. And Lisa, number 7, goes back to serve. I'm not going to try and say that French name again. Funny, she stepped with the wrong foot, but that's okay. She got it across. Heisler with the long one, but that was... Heisler got saved by number 9. Reiser now at Halverson with a nice little tip that dug nicely into the net. Oh, I'm sorry, we slid under the net. For a net violation. I kind of wonder, can you hear me at all, Mr. Peterson?
I can hear you.
Oh. Do you think that maybe in Canada you can slide under the net? Because that's like twice they've done that really bad. There's a nice little tip there for a kill by number 2, Cassie Livingstone. Halverson to Alexis Wagner. Wagner back to Halverson. She gets the kill. Good court vision there by Maya Halverson. And Garen Hamry's coming in the game now for Nijhagen. Good to see Garen. She's getting her confidence back now. Halverson now up to Olivia Reiser. Olivia sets up Danielle. That goes across. Nice dig by Reiser. Here comes Hegler. Partially blocked at the net by number 6. And Langen puts it into the net. Halverson now serving back to number 12. Number 2 tips it across again, and there's some misunderstanding there. Falls in front of Olivia Reiser. Tori McGill, number 12. Livingston back to serve. And they thought that was out, but Garen tried to hit it anyway. It went off her hands, and now it's out. Hamry up to Heisler. That goes over the net and gets the kill. We'll take it. Last Tuesday night, the girls were over in Macville. About a 2-hour drive from Canada here. Came out a win 3-0. That's tipped off by Maya Halverson, out of bounds. McDonald back serving. Halverson to Wagner. Wagner up to Hegler. She put it away. Another kill for Hegler. And Gracie Miller back in for Wagner. Yeah, I thought the girls played well over in Macville. All the teams played well, 7 through 12. Heisler now up to Miller. Miller goes over to Garen Hamry. That's tipped up at the net. Reiser to Miller. Miller to Hegler. There's the kill. Took a little off that one and landed in front of number 9. Gracie Miller, oh, we got a score. Grace Miller back now serving 21-9. Number 2 tries to hit it over. That's out of bounds. Almost took out the referee, Paul Wilhelmy, which would be all right. Paul's a Tolly Tiger and a Mohawk Yellow Jacket. Number 2 back sets over. Oh, that's just a little. Oh, never mind. That was in. I thought it was long. Pretty quiet group of fans over there. Of course, I'm kind of quiet today too. That's a nice serve for an ace, right in front of Heisler. By Brianne Langen. This one Heisler gets to. Miller. Back to Hagler. Hagler. Olivia Reiser digs that up. Hagler. And Reiser tips it over. Knocks it over. It's partially blocked at the net. Went off Reiser's fingers and out of bounds. So now we have Livingstone serving. 22-12. Heisler up to Garen Hamry. Garen Hamry sends it back to Reiser, but deep out of bounds. But she gets it across. Little tip. Hagler with the dig. Hagler this time with the kill. That was a cheesy smile on that picture. It was a little too close to the net for Livingstone. She couldn't quite get to that. So on set 1, here we go for set point. Hagler serve. Out of bounds for an ace. The Bearcats go 25-12 with the first set. And we'll be back shortly. Time for a candy bar. Is this not plugged in? This isn't plugged in? Oh, okay. What? Huh? Is this the what?
A newer program?
I don't know. I don't know.
They don't have a lot of girls that's been around for a while.
Well, there's like 2 or 3 that couldn't get across the border because their papers weren't correct. So they couldn't bring them.
Gotcha.
So they had like 6th, 7th graders. Then they played 3, 4 of them on the B squad. And they have just these 4. Whoa! That was a bad one. Ouch. Oh boy, that's loud, okay. Peterson.
Is it okay now?
Well, it's a little loud, but that's okay. I'm like really loud. I don't know how you. Oh, now I'm too quiet. Now I'm too quiet.
Still?
Still. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Right there is great.
All right.
Perfect for me.
Ask your listeners what we sound
Okay.
like. I think I might have found out what our problem was.
Oh well. Let's ask them down in Kansas. In Kansas, Kathy, can you hear this clear enough, or is it jargled up, or whatever the word is, or is
Muffled?
muffled? Yeah, whatever. How's the sound now? You have to answer me within the next 5 seconds, or I disown you as a sister. All right, here we start in set 2. Well, she's not going to answer me. She doesn't want to be my sister. Oh no! Oh, Reiser gets that one, but over passes. But they hit it back out of bounds at the net. Oh, it sounds great. It sounds great. All right. Well, I'll re-own my sister again. Thank goodness. That would have been a mistake. Hagler with a kick over. And number 9, Langen puts it into the net. There you go. Now you can say something, right?
One little knob on the mixer of about 80 knobs, and that was causing the problem these last 3 weeks or so.
I'm really glad that you don't work for some rock band then. I'm stuck on you, with you, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah. So, I don't know if you heard me earlier, Mr. Peterson, but the girls really did make a good comeback in Devil's Lake against Velva. Down 8-1 in a game that went up to 15, and they come back and win the thing.
Usually the rule is if you get behind it all in that final set, you're done for it because you only go to 15.
Yeah. And I think I heard a couple of fans say that was the best comeback ever. Yeah, it probably was. I don't know. Heisler with the mean serve. Now there's a girl that really played well on Saturday. Heisler played excellent Saturday. And Coach had to do a couple of things because I know Olivia was really, really sick with a bad cold. So she started to do some perfect subbing and made things work for them so that they could stay fresh. There's a nice dig by Alexis Wagner. That was the way she worked on Saturday. She did a nice job with that. Tip. Oh, miscommunication in the back row by Heisler and Halverson.
What was the score of the first game?
I don't know, 25-13, something like that.
Well, the 25 I knew. I
think it was 13. You did? Well, hot diggity. Gracie Miller in there. Gracie Miller in to serve. Got a nice little jump serve. I like this jump serve. I said that before.
When did she? I don't remember her doing that earlier in the season.
I think it's something that her and Mom have worked on quite a bit. And you're right, it's not real new, but it's new. If you watch Danielle serve, she'll jump a little too, and she, oops. A little miscommunication there.
I was down in Castleton about a week ago. Can't remember who they were playing. They had a girl that threw it. I mean, one of those where you throw it 10 or 15 feet up in the air and then run and everything, the whole bit.
Huh. Just like college or Langdon. Langdon does that.
Well, I was watching the Bison Sioux game last night, and I was surprised there were people there that did flat-footed serves. I figured at college level, I thought everybody would be doing jump serves.
I'm not sure I understand the advantage to a jump serve, but I think you get higher up on the net so you can get it over harder.
You must be able to get more oomph on your shot, don't you?
Well, I don't know, probably. Oh, there's a nice dig and replay by Nyhagen. And blocked nicely by Hagler, but we had a net violation anyway. Cougars are having a little trouble staying out from under the net.
I saw they've got boys volleyball up there.
Right. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Somebody asked me on Saturday if I thought I could play this. No way. Oh, it was my wife that asked me that. I said, no, this isn't like Fayette volleyball anymore. That's the only kind of volleyball I could ever play would be Fayette volleyball.
Fayette volleyball, there was no such thing as no strategy, or it was just
you did
hit it over and
and if you caught it and threw it over, that's just as good. That's the only way I could play. Miller up to Nyhagen. Nyhagen gets it across. Back set this time for number 1, out of bounds. And we got a timeout called by Cartwright. Tomorrow night, the football team heads out to St. John for a big region matchup.
The final 2 games of the season are going to be the big ones.
They actually determined where we play.
Yep.
We're in the playoffs, just don't know where. All right.
Yeah, we might be able to see the Vikings game from the right from the start tonight here.
Oh, that's right. They played tonight too. Jeez, talk about a busy day.
I wonder if they're mad that they're missing this game.
The Vikings? I'm sure they are. Crazy Miller over to Danielle Hagler. That gets played up. Reiser with the set. Nyhagen. Nope, no assist there. Number 7 with the hit. Oh, Heiser got that one. And Danielle couldn't play it off the net. This Cartwright coach is very positive. I like that. Ooh, that was a nice serve for an ace. And Cartwright gets to celebrate the ace.
You have any idea how big this school is?
No. I think it's quite small, though, actually. We're trying to figure out how in the world we got them on the schedule, but, you know, we did drop Thompson and somebody else, and we were able to pick up this game. How do you find a Canadian team to come down and play you? I mean, my goodness, how do you look for that?
It's got to be a hassle, like you did, to go through the border.
Well, that's what I was telling Tammy. They don't have very many people here because the paperwork wasn't right for about 3 players, so they couldn't bring them because they wouldn't get them back through the border again. Interesting. I don't know what was wrong with the paperwork, but there was something with the paperwork, so they couldn't get them back. At least that's what I was told.
They should have just climbed the fence.
Oh, Hagler with a good serve and an ace. Yeah, that's funny. I took my 4th graders up to the Peace Garden, and we had trouble getting back through the border because there was an incident, they told us, south of the border, so they closed us off for about 20 minutes, wouldn't let us through. It's kind of cool. I enjoyed it, watching 2 guys get arrested. Hagler with a mean serve this time is bumped up nicely. And that hit is out of bounds by number 6, McDonald. So here's the question of the day, Mr. Pearson. Do the coaches in Canada get paid, or is it volunteer? That's a nice kill by Hollison.
I don't know. I would assume they get paid.
There used to be a time where they didn't, though.
Oh.
It was all volunteer. I don't know why you'd want to be crazy enough to coach if you don't get paid. Hagler with another big serve that's in for an ace. Right down the line and deep in the corner. Beautiful serve there. Danielle again, this time gets bumped up. Number 1's going to try get it across. Nope, sorry. Heather Stokes misses that one. And we have Sydney Stous into the game. That serve is long for a service error. And side out. Serve goes to Halverson, up to Miller. Miller back to Halverson. That one is out. Tau back to Halverson again. She kind of likes that corner. Reiser this time with a kill attempt. Not quite. Set by Miller, back to set into the back row by Hagler, but that's into the net for 4 hits. My wife's gonna kill me. I just got chocolate on my pants.
You can't wash that out, you know.
But it's got caramel in it. Oh, God. So Litow's doing very nicely serving. Back to Sydney Stiles, up to Reiser, Reiser up to Halverson. Halverson with the deep kill attempt, excuse me. Nyhagen, Miller to Halverson. And we have a net violation again. Now Garen Hamry into the game for Nyhagen. And that serves into the net by Hamry. Good hard serve, but a little low. Hit the tape.
Who's the line judge?
The line judge is Megan Vogt and Peggy Hendrickson.
That's Megan over there?
Yeah. Oh, then we have a tip out of bounds. Sure is. I don't know this other ref from Langdon.
I guess it is. She must have dyed her hair.
Yes.
See, that throw. I mean, I've known Megan Vogt for, what, 20 or 30 years, and yet I didn't recognize her down there because she dyed her hair a little brownish.
Reiser with the set to Halverson. That's off an arm out of bounds. Good save by number 1. Number 2 gets it back across. Halverson, Reiser. Here we go again. And that one's in the tape. Hamry up to Alexis Wagner, kind of way out of bounds. Gets bumped across by Halverson. And that one falls to the ground for a kill by number 6, McDonald. Right in between Reiser and Hagler. But 21-12, we're doing just fine. Halverson up to Wagner. She goes back to Halverson again. And there's another kill. So here we go with the back set, no number 1. That's deep and out of bounds. Reiser brought her hands down just in time. What a play, what a play. Ooh, what's that? Halverson, Reiser this time to Hagler, and that's in for the kill. Oh, and we had a net violation anyway, so it doesn't matter. We get 2 points for that. There's a nice little tip, but dug by Hagel. Blocked at the net. Oh, Reiser got a little bit of a dig, but nobody else could get it up. Olivia tells me that they have trouble playing teams that they're beating handily because they just don't play very well. Well, that was a good reaction, but too bad it went out of bounds. So North Star takes the second set 25-13. You got that one?
Yep.
That's like the same as the last. Well, at least I thought. This has got to be the least number of people I've seen in the stands all year.
Well, you've got to expect that you're not going to get many people coming down from Canada for...
No, I mean, look at our people.
Yeah.
There's hardly anybody here.
Pretty much parents, and that's about it.
Yeah. Parents and grandparents. Interesting.
Well, Tony, I noticed, I mean, the first webcast we did, I was saying how good the volleyball is down in Region 1.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've seen so far this year, they're really down compared to what the games I saw last year and 2 years ago. But I saw on Tuesday, North Border beat Lisbon 25-6, and then I can't remember what, two of the games were 25-6. And that's Lisbon that you're getting your stuff.
Really, yeah.
I mean, they are normally a very good team. Last year, they just about beat Central Cass, and Central Cass won the region. So they must have lost a ton of people, and not nearly the. But they get beat 25-6. Especially Lisbon's got to be a pretty big size school for.
But I think it's crazy when our team, this team right here, they'll go out and they'll just pummel a team, 25-6 or something, and turn around and get beat by the same score.
Yeah, Park River was an exact turnaround. First two games, and then the third and fourth game.
Yeah, but you know something? Park River has a really good scrappy team. They're all over the floor all the time. They really hustle, and we didn't hustle as much as they did that night. And I really believe that's what beat us. We played well at times, but even the Devil's Lake tournament, as tired as the girls were from homecoming week, they played a lot better than they did in Park River. I think we could have given Park River a better run for their money. A better run, yeah. Park River came back and beat us 3-2, right?
Yep. After losing the first two?
Yeah. Well, better run is a bad way to put that,
but... You still drive the buses to all those games?
I do, yeah. It's the only way they'll let me in free. Here's a little indecision. Riser this time to Nyhagen. It goes deep and out of bounds. Yeah, I drive again tomorrow to football to St. John. I get Saturday off, though. I don't have to do anything Saturday. Hagley with the kill again.
Well, last year when I was doing games for Fargo North, I just saw that athletic director. I mean, every night except Wednesdays, there was like 3 different events, probably 4 sometimes. I mean, they got swimming and tennis and soccer and football and volleyball, and he was running, you know,
all over the place.
You know, I just had to be the most overtime put in. I mean, you know, you're there until the last game is done.
People don't understand that sometimes, that the AD, the superintendent, the principal, they're at these things all the time.
Yep.
Where the teachers don't have to be. We choose to be.
And we can leave as soon as the game is over.
And they can't. There's a hit by Riser, goes straight up, and nobody's going to go for that ball. I don't know, we're playing a little lackadaisical right now, it looks like.
Well, that's to be expected, I guess.
Absolutely. Wagner to Hagler. Good block there at the line, but couldn't be dug back up again. Feet glued to the floor. And Gracie Miller to serve 7-3. Nice short serve. Hagler up to Miller. She tips it across and gets the kill. She'll take it. She's smiling. Good block by Hagler. Riser out to Heisler. That's blocked. Nyhagen. Miller to Hagler. That's tipped nicely over by number 1. Hagler again with the try. That's not dug up. Miller this time to Heisler. Out of bounds off the block. Well, what happened there? Oh. Well, the crowd got the attention of the referee, and it was a tip, I guess. This one goes across. Riser one arms it way out of bounds. Okay, on a personal note, I don't think you should try one arm.
Was that headed out of bounds?
Probably. Yeah, it was pretty deep, yeah.
Sometimes you got no choice but to one arm it.
Oh, I know. Oh, there's a beautiful block by Hagler, straight down to the floor. And it always seems like Danielle gets a really good play and then has to go serve. Nice short serve, tipped across by number 2. Halverson with the bump across. Kill attempt. Hagler, Miller. Heisler with the free ball across. Number 12 tipped at the net. And Heisler this time saved nicely by the Cougars. Halverson. There's the kill. Danielle Hagler with another mean serve. Oh, and that's drops before in front of number 1. Heather Stokes, a junior. Oh. I don't know if volleyball is new to Cartwright, but they're working at it. Looks like it's getting better. They're trying hard. Stokes gets across. Miller back to Halverson. Dug up nicely at the net. Oh, nice off the net. Halverson with another tip. This time Miller goes back to Jasmine Heisler. Number 12 across to Halverson. Miller. Danielle Hagler from the back row. And that one goes into the net and falls for a kill. I found out that when you list somebody in the program, RS, that means that you're a rear setter. Excuse me. Oh, jeez.
I don't think. Where did you see somebody like that?
In Devil's Lake, on the program in Devil's Lake. They had rear H and rear. They had RH and RS. RH is a rear hitter.
Yeah.
So if you're a hitter in the back row, maybe they didn't have RS. I don't know. Kind of losing my brain.
Well, when I first saw RH, I thought it meant like right side hitter or something.
So did I.
And then I saw another school where they spelled it out, rear hitter.
Yeah.
But then what's the difference between a middle hitter and a middle blocker?
I think the blocker comes back out of the game and the middle hitter stays in on the rotation. I don't know. You're asking a guy who coached basketball. Heisler with a kill attempt. And I'm glad I don't know anything about volleyball because I can't complain about anything. Hagler had a nice hit. Nyhagen. Miller with a good set. Heisler. One-armed up by number 2. Here comes number 1. She goes across. Miller, good dig. Heisler with a tip. That's it for a kill.
Well, Cartwright, I mean, they seem to get some good, nice digs. They just don't seem to have anybody that can really hammer down a kill.
You're right, and they are awfully short. Like number 12, there's their tallest, maybe it's number 7. There's their tallest girl. They don't have their height in here. So they are kind of short.
Were the ones that got turned back, were they starters? Did you know?
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't think so. I know they did play some B squad or 7th graders on the B squad games. So Reiser this time to Halverson. That's long and out. Miller over set, but Halverson got a hand on it anyway. Hagler up to Heisler. She got the kill.
Is that Michelle sitting down there by Matt?
That is Michelle.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
Looks completely different too.
Yeah. That's off the light and couldn't be caught up with. Heisler with another good serve. Man, that kid is serving well this year. Nyhagen. Number 2 puts it across. Halverson, Miller, Nyhagen. Tip goes in for the kill. Oh, that's off the arm and out of bounds for an ace. You know, I was watching college. Unfortunately, it was Minnesota play, but they were talking about how on the knuckleball serve how it dances in the air, and that's kind of Jasmine's serve. She has a knuckleball once in a while that just kind of dances. You really don't know how to get to it to play it. That one's long by Nyhagen. And sometimes Danielle will hit one, will serve it with a top spin on it. That was like a sinker ball, goes straight down to the ground. A beautiful dig by Miller, but nobody got to it after that.
Is Alexis played today?
Yes. Oh, I see Kinsley Knutson's in now. Oh, okay. Yes, actually Gracie and Alexis have been rotating.
They have?
Yes.
Shows you how much I've been paying attention.
Staring at your monitor over there. That one's blocked by the Cougars. Double blocker. She should be able to tip it someplace where they're not. Oops, that serve went under the net. See, here comes Alexis.
Okay.
Olivia Reiser to serve 22-10. Let's get 3 and go home. Halverson to Reiser to Halverson. Yes. Gets the kill. Good catch by Matt over there. Well, 2 more, Olivia. And I can go and look at her English paper. I've yet to figure out why Olivia and Hannah always felt like I could look at English papers and edit, for crying out loud. I teach 4th grade. But that's okay. I do it anyway. Almost a kill by Halverson. Halverson this time goes to Nyhagen. Sorry, Olivia goes to Nyhagen. Danielle to riser to Halverson for the tip into the space for a kill. And there she went, folks, 25-10. I'd like to thank the Cougars for coming down to North Dakota. Hope they get back through the border. It's only 7 o'clock. They better hurry up. And we go Friday to St. John. And next week, right? Next week, let me look.
Yeah, I tried it here. It didn't work.
St. John, October 2nd. That's here in Candu. Then we go to Leeds on the 4th. So Tuesday and Thursday next week. Goodbye.
Well, we've figured out the audio problem anyway.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they said the audio was really good. So, cheer for Nebraska. All right, see ya.